So have you all heard about the time that God tried to cross the border? You see, she was accompanying someone who was really ready to live a better life and to provide more for her family. Alejandra was a woman who lived in Mexico and who was attempting to cross the border into the United States that day. And God, like she likes to do, was with her. She was stepping with her, she was walking with her every step of the way, and Alejandra could sometimes sort of feel this sense that there was somebody holding her hand. And sometimes she couldn't, but in one moment when she was coming up, she came up to this giant wall. This wall that it cost $1 million a mile to build this wall. And she came up to this giant wall, and she didn't know how to get over it, and she started praying. She said, "Oh God who is like the angel with wings." And she saw God right there, and God appeared to her like an angel with giant wings. And Alejandra climbed on her back and flew over the wall. And then she was walking through the desert. On the other side of the wall, there was a vast desert, and she was walking. And at one point, she was so thirsty, and she'd been walking for so long, that she just got down on her knees and she started praying, "God, send me water. God who is like a river flowing through my soul, God." And God appeared to her as a river and flowed through the desert, offering her water to drink. And when a day later, she was found by one of the guards on the border. He took her and he locked her up in a jail cell. And when she was in the jail cell and weeping, she said, "God, comfort me. God, my mother," and the face of her mother, God showed to her. And God held her as if she were her mother. And when the border guards had taken her back across the border and left her back in Mexico, and she was feeling exhausted and weary from her journey, she prayed, "God, give me the strength to keep going." And God appeared to her as her father. A warm, gentle, strong face, whispering words of encouragement that day. And so Alejandra never did make it to the life that she wanted across the border. There were too many people who were telling her, "No, you can't go across." But every day of her life, whenever she asked for it, God showed her the face she needed to see. And that's the story of how God tried to cross the border.